This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Don't be afraid to take the baby steps. It's another day, don't forget, 'cause just a prayer away. Don't give up now, trust the process and keep learning. And if you need a friend, we're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, 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 together as a family in faith and melody.
Aloha kakahiyaka, and that just means good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Faith and Melody. This is the program where we talk about our faith as members of the Church of Christ and everything else that matter to us, of course, and where we get to play original Iglesia ni Cristo music. So if you already have a song in mind and would like to dedicate that to someone, or send your shout outs, or just join the discussion, just head on to the chat box there on YouTube. And for the songs, we'll gladly look for that, line them up, and play that for you. And our first song for today is We'll Bring You Praise.
Every night I call to you, I know you hear my prayer. Every time I reach for you, my heart can feel that you care. A ray of light in the darkness, I feel the warmth of your embrace. And even in my struggles, I know you're with me, I still hear you. Voices sing to your Father, with true devotion in our souls. We sing with love and undying faith. Only with you our hearts are whole. Oh Father, we need you. Take our hands and lead the way. Remind us that each sacrifice will never be in vain. And each moment we sing to you will bring you praise. Indeed, this life can be so lonely and cold. With every trial that comes our way, our hearts you will uphold. My guiding light in my sadness, my comfort and my home. In serving you I find happiness. I give my life to you, Lord. My life is yours. Voices sing to your Father, with true devotion in our souls. We sing with love and undying faith. Only with you our hearts are whole. Oh Father, we need you. Take our hands and lead the way. Remind us that each sacrifice will never be in vain. And each moment we sing to you will say, sing to your Father. With true devotion in our souls, we sing with love and undying faith. Only with you, our hearts are whole. Oh Father, we need you. Take our hands and lead the way. Remind us that each sacrifice will never be in vain. And each moment we sing to you. Each moment we sing to you. Each moment we sing to you. We'll bring you praise.
Praise every moment, every day for the big and small moments of our lives. Yes, we will sing our praises to our Almighty God because He has been very good to all of us, right? Especially even at this moment in our lives, we're nearing the end of January. Can you believe it? I distinctly remember that we were just talking to each other like a couple of weeks back, and we're talking about looking forward to this year. And here we are, almost at the end of the first month of the year. And before I go on talking, let's say hello to everybody there in our live chat who's been there chatting away. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on Faith and Melody. Good morning po. Of course, who's in first, but Ate Priscilla Batan. Ate Priscilla, thank you very much. And she's from Rizal. Saan na nga sa Rizal, Ate Priscilla, right? I remember when we were younger, Rizal, alam mo yan, parang probinsya ang tingin namin dyan. But because of the infrastructure now, you can actually go to Rizal and back to Manila in a couple of hours kasi lang sa traffic. But thank you for tuning in kahit na hating gabi na sa Pilipinas, no? 12:09 ng madaling araw dyan sa Pilipinas. And she's greeting everyone. Hello also to Ka Jessie Bocobo. Hello po, Ka Jessie. Hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Thank you for joining the Ohana today. And Ka Elenita Kanowski. Ka Elenita, hugs po from the entire Ohana. Take care po and God bless. And Kuya Mario Oka from, of course, ito yung Tunog, California, local of Brixtonville, but District of Caloocan North. Thank you. And Ka Jared Rombo, thank you very much for being here again from Northern Africa, local of Awasi. From Orange County, California, Ka Alex Ariola. All right. Yes po, Ka Mario, ready na kayo? Ka Alex. And Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene, let's do our kickoff chat. Let us know if it's something that you're willing to pick up as a
Kickoff chat.
Okay, for our kickoff chat. All right. I wanted to know, you have to tell me, okay? Our topic for today is goal. If you're familiar with the sporting world in soccer or football, right? In Europe, that's what it's called. It's basically it's the same, right? Every time we score, or every time a player score, right? Everybody cheers and we scream goal, right? Okay, so for our kickoff chat, let me know, do you have a unique celebratory expression, a song or dance? When you're watching a sporting event and your team scores, right? Or even by yourself, if you're playing sports and then you score, do you have any celebratory expression, song, or dance. Usually people just yell, right? Like, "Woo!" like that. Some people do their own silly dance. They some people also some people they do even like a whole production, right? um I don't know if you've heard of this, or you know this, right? So um I saw this on social media that in South Korea, there's this I think every sporting event will have like cheerers, right, or cheerleaders, and they will do a routine every time the team, the team that they're supporting scores, right? But in South Korea, they've become very popular. So this group of cheerleaders, there's this clip of them circling around, and it's like whatever they are doing. So like watching the game and all, whatever they are doing, every time their team scores, there's a special music that's played, and whatever they are doing, they stop it, they get up, and they dance their celebratory dance, right? And that particular choreography has become very popular, and a lot of people were doing that too, right? So if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. But for um for you, maybe you have a special yell or a special scream like yes, yeah, right. Woohoo! Those are just the usual type. But for this group of cheerleaders from South Korea, and you see, they became popular not just for that, but their professionalism, right? You might think, oh, they're just cheerleaders; they're probably just having fun, just playing, right? But it's during the entire game. Sometimes the games can be long, right, and no one's scoring, so they'd be doing something else, maybe putting on makeup, eating, right, or reading or whatever, just relaxing. And then when their team scores, and once the music is played, whatever they're doing, they drop it and do their dance. And because it has become so popular, even the audience, no, the people, they they learn the choreography, so the people would then dance with them. And now it's huge on social media. Even ordinary um you know uh people, right, they're doing their version of that song and dance. And sometimes that makes it more fun. It's not just a celebration or the cheer that makes it it's not just an expression anymore, or what we've come to become that's like our go-to, right? Or it has become automatic, because some people, it was so distinct that people expect that, right? Like, oh, see uncle this, right? Every time his team wins, he would do this silly dance or silly facial expression, and people would be expecting that. So it's become part of who we are, right? It's become part of the process of how we celebrate things, right? So and it is so funny, because I know of people like that, right? Like more than, like, if you're watching a sporting event, more than expecting your team to win, watching the entire game, you're also watching or waiting for the reaction of your favorite uncle, who's gonna do his distinct or unique celebratory dance or song, right? Sometimes people would be saying, doing that in a high pitched operatic voice, like, whoa, right? No, don't make me do that, please, right? So, uh, and others would do a cartwheel, right? And that's just how they express their joy, how happy and excited they are, right? So what about you? Oh, si Ka Alex Ariola, wala daw po, he doesn't have any celebratory yell or song and dance, maybe. It's okay. It's okay. See, he's probably just quiet. I wish I can be like that. I'll probably be screaming. But let's say hello to Ka Carmen. Hello po, Ka Carmen. Good morning. And Ate Care. Good morning, Ate Care. Take care there. Take care there in Sacramento. And Ka Estrella de la Cruz. Hello po from Central Signal in Makati. Wow. Magandang madaling araw po at salamat. Thank you for joining us. Now, Ate Care said, yippee and she does the hula dance. Talaga? Is that for real? We need to see that one time, Ate Care. We need to see that yippee and hula dance. How does that go? Yippee okay. Maybe I'm not doing justice to that, but we got to see that, Ate Care. We got to see that, right? And hello also to si Ate Sko. Yes, goal, right? Every time we scream goal. Yes, Ate Cake. How about you, Ate Cake or Ate Sko? Meron ka ba, like, when your team wins, or even just you, when you're just happy? You know how it is sometimes, like we're doing something and we're done and we're so happy, right? And we do something like maybe like a celebratory cheer or choreography or what, baka meron ka, let us know, right? Yes, so gather together. Oh, ganda nito, ha. Sisimula na right away. Ate Sko, getting her juices flowing already with her creative feedback. All right. Kuya Rod, good morning. And Kuya Rod is from Livermore, Northeast California. Good morning. From the District of Hong Kong, Ate Michelle Tinsay, good morning. Wow. Hong Kong is, I think, 1 hour ahead of the Philippines. So it's 1 a.m. Wow, we're truly global tonight, today, no? And thank you for tuning in. We're so happy that you're here with us. And of course, if you have any song request, let us know. And in answer to our question, let us know if you still have any celebratory yell or expression. If you do the whole production, do a cartwheel, or just sing a high note, right? For like surprisingly, you have a very good voice, operatic papala, right? Let us know. Kuya Rod said fist pump, say yes. So like that probably, and then yes, right? And then some other people, they do the twinkling, whatever, with the fingers, right? Or do the whole what do you call this, the not just the dance, but the bump and all, right? Okay, so that's our kickoff chat. That's just the kickoff chat. If you want to share any more of your special celebratory dance, cheer, or song, let us know. But meantime, we'll finish this up. Kuya Irene, Kuya Pong pala, please play that bumper to close off our kickoff chat. Let us know if it's something that you're willing to take up as
Kickoff chat.
And we'll play 2 songs. I Will Stay True and Balang Araw. But before we go to that, I'm going to leave a question to everyone. Go and ponder upon it. Put it on the live chat and share your answers already. And our question is, have you already accomplished anything from your resolutions or goals list this year? So I know it's only been 22 days to 3 weeks into the first 3 weeks into this year, no? It's just the first month of the year. You're probably gonna say it's too early, Ate Des. Naman, I'm just warming up, right? I know you're probably just warming up, but have you already accomplished anything at all from your resolutions list or goals list? So let's play these 2 songs and we'll be right back.
My Lord God, I promise you, as I grow old, I will stay true. I know that I shouldn't be afraid. You taught me how to be brave. this world push me away. Instead, I'll share my faith. I'll be strong, I won't lose hope. I will fight a good fight, I will brave these storms. Though there are trials along the way, I will shine my light to lead the lost home. I'll be strong, I won't lose hope. I will fight a good fight, I will brave these storms. Though there are trials along the way, I will shine my light to lead the lost home. I will use my light to lead the lost home.
Ano kaya ang iyong pangalan? Kailan ang iyong kaarawan? Ilang taon ka na? Bunso ka ba o panganay? Ano kaya ang iyong paboritong kulay? Hiling mo ba ay magbasa? Sumayaw, kumanta o manood ng pelikula? Habang umiinom ng kape o tsaa. Balang araw, makikita ka kasama. Nasasabay na kasilayan, ang tamis ng iyong bawat ngiti. Balang araw, di man iwan kundi sa tamang panahon. Balang araw, balang araw, balang araw, balang araw. Kung pagpuhan may di maiwasan, sana tayo ay magsuyutan. Kung pagsubok man ang kalaban, kakayahin natin to'y masolusyonan. Sana yun magkahiramdam naman tayo, at maaaring hindi pa na pinagtatagpo. Sana kapag ako'y nakita mo, kilalanin ako, maramdaman ikaw ang sagot sa pag-asa. Balang araw, makikita magkakasama. Nasasabay na kasilayan, ang tamis ng iyong bawat ngiti. Balang araw, di man iwan kundi sa tamang panahon. Balang araw, balang araw, balang araw, balang araw. Balang araw, makikita magkakasama. Nasasabay na kasilayan, ang tamis ng iyong bawat ngiti. Balang araw, di man iwan kundi sa tamang panahon. Balang araw, balang araw, balang araw, balang araw.
I love that song, Balang Araw. It's more like a love song kind, right? So, Balang Araw, that just means someday. I know it sounds different in Tagalog when you translate that in English, but someday, right? Okay, now we're talking about accomplishing something even at this early in the year, right? Our title is Goal, Cheers to a Great Start. We're celebrating whatever it is you have already or what we have accomplished even this early in the year. Because we may have already achieved some of the goals that we set out for this year. And even if you don't make that conscious effort of really writing down a list of resolutions, some people, they just have it in mind, or that is a constant goal, right? Like you don't need to post it somewhere, but it's always going to be an improvement of the few from last year or so, right? A resolutions list or a resolution that you will always try to achieve, right? Sometimes even better from the last year. So whatever accomplishments we've reached, right? Any goal that we've checked in that box in that list. We're going to talk about it and let's celebrate these wins, because when we do that, we can motivate ourselves uh, to even work harder, right? So, have you already accomplished anything from your resolutions or goals this year? And did you celebrate that? So, for any celebration or for any accomplishment, we're gonna say goal. Yes. Okay. I know for some people, even as simple as sleeping early or getting the you know getting this much amount of sleep longer than in the previous years, that's an accomplishment. So if you're one of those people who was able to somehow get into that better routine of sleeping early and getting a lot of sleep compared to last year, okay, everybody, let's say go, right? It's a score. It is. um Health is one of the things that a lot of people are focusing on this year, uh, because for most of us, right, coming back after the pandemic and the lockdowns, life has been uh, even more, there are more challenges and more complications to our health especially. And I see that in my family, because during the pandemic, when we all got sick, I don't know where did any one of you not get sick during the pandemic? So we all got COVID in my family, right? And sad to say, even up to now, we're still suffering from the side effects or the lingering effects of COVID. It maybe it's well, you can say you're old ate this, umaming ka na. Well, that's for me, all right. But then for my kids, especially for my kids, um, it's like when they get sick with flu or even just a common cold, it's harder for them, or it's longer, because even if we would say that they were younger before, but right now I just felt like when they get sick, it takes longer for them to recover. And we always constantly mention that to the doctors, and of course I do some readings as well, and they're saying that COVID really has left us with a lot of side effects or effects that we'll have to endure, right, for the rest of our lives. So that's why for this year, it's understandable that a lot of people are really putting a premium on their health. And we should do that, right? If we have neglected, even just the basic taking care of ourselves, eating healthy, and just taking care of ourselves. Let's give this year uh, a chance. Now, let's give ourselves a chance this year to get over, if we can, right? Or change our habits, probably. Make some adjustments in order for us to take better care of ourselves. So, if sleep, eating healthily, or there you go. If you haven't eaten vegetables in a long time, or you haven't eaten vegetables at all, and you've tried it for the first time in the last couple of weeks, everybody, let's say goal. It is a score, right? Maybe it's a small thing, but it is a big accomplishment. So that's a score for you. Now, for others, it's something more uh, meaningful, or something that probably they've been working for a long time, right? Like those who are working and got a promotion or a pay raise. Wow. Goal. Congratulations, right? If it's something like a surprise, wow, isn't that fun as well, right? Like getting something this early in the year. Maybe it's expected, or maybe maybe not, but yes, goal. Yes, all right. Congratulations. Now, did you celebrate that though? Even that small win. Now you might say, I don't do that because it's small, it's trivial, it's silly for me to do anything. You see, when we do something like that, if we did, right, celebrate, or we did something to mark that score or goal, right? It's doesn't it feel good? No, like, it doesn't that make us feel a lot better, because we are our very own cheerleaders, right? Before we can even expect other people to cheer for us and congratulate us, we should be the very first ones to congratulate ourselves. Do that cartwheel for ourselves. So it's like, even literally and figuratively say, Ate Des, good job. You slept early. You slept longer. As a matter of fact, I have where is it? I have an app. Well, any phone, right, will have that native health app, right? Activity tracker. If you have, if you if you're tracking your numbers, or you have any other health app, right? You can check that, and even your app will congratulate you, right? And it's so fun. Like, for instance, even this very simple device, maybe like a smartwatch or a smartphone, and when you reach your goal, like at the end of the day, they would say like, hey, congrats, you closed your circle, or you did this much steps, oh, you drank this much water, or you washed your hands, right? All these things. um if your app, if your phone can mark that achievement, why don't you give yourselves also like a pat in the back and say, hey, you did great. Goal, right? That's good, right? Give yourselves a big round of applause for that. So what have you done after that? Maybe you treated yourself to something nice, something delicious, maybe, or that thing that's been sitting on your cart, on your online cart for a long time. Finally saw it out of the cart and in the shipping notification. Yes, do that for yourself. You need that too. Why not, right? So, Ate, oh, si Ate Zenny. Hello, Ate Zenny. Yes. So si Ate Zenny actually said in 2 weeks that just in 2 weeks, no, she traveled 3 countries in Asia. Wow. And now she's heading back to Toronto in 39 minutes. Ate Zenny, I'm so happy for you, and God bless you on your journey. Must have been really exciting, right? Traveling to 3 countries in Asia, and it's only the first few weeks of the year. Who knows? There'll be more travels for Ate Zenny, but I'm sure tell us more about your trip when you come back safely. Meantime, make sure you don't miss your flight. So always listen to that announcements, like especially for the boarding. So make sure you listen to that, because a lot of people, they're already there, and sometimes they miss the most important announcements. But we're so happy for you, Ate Zenny. That is something that we should, cheer and say, goal! 3 countries just in the last 2 weeks. Now, Ate Scott Cupcake, she said, yes, work from home job with flexible time. Complete things for choir, but nothing major yet. Ate, with when we complete something, that's an accomplishment. Sometimes, when we're just organizing things. Yesterday, Ate Jonah, Ate Care, they were talking about like decluttering as well, right? Sorting things out, sorting our I don't really say clutter, our possessions, sorting our stuff and possessions, right? Um, Even if you've just started, if you've already started, that's already an accomplishment, right? Now, getting through the process and eventually completing that, that's another reason for us to celebrate. So, meantime, let's say goal for being able to start that decluttering process. So, even for artists, completing things for choir. I see, I'm not a choir member, but my son is, and I see them all the time. There's a lot of things that choir members, right, inside the Church of Christ need to prepare for, and I see that. So just organizing the hymns, getting all their essentials ready, that's a big task and a big responsibility. And getting that organized, at this ko and to all the choir members, goal, right, goal, right. I can't scream too much because it's only 6:38 a.m. here. My neighbors are still sleeping, but that's a score, ate sko. All right. Yes, it is, right, Kuya Rod. Galing naman. No? That was indeed an awesome trip for Ate Zenny. And I hope I can do that too. Like 3 countries, travel to 3 countries in Asia. I just might do that, right? Why not? Right? So, um, yes, opo, no. They're just saying hello to each other. Let's give that to them because they're having fun there. All right, now, do you have we asked earlier if you celebrated, if you have any accomplishment uh, yet, or if you already have an accomplishment for this year, right? Even this early. Before I forget, let me just say hi and acknowledge Brother Edgar Alegado. Ate Care, your uncle is here. Good morning po. Good morning ka, Edgar. Yes. So, flight to process at work. Okay. See? Yes, yes. So he's still at work. All right. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Maybe you can show it around, like for if there's a long line there, and people are getting kind of bored or antsy or just a little excited to get out of that space there. Yeah, maybe let them tune into to Faith and Melody. Let's entertain them. But thank you, ka Edgar, for tuning in, and aloha also to the brethren here in the District of Hawaii Pacific. Good morning po. At ayan na si Ate Jaisel, si Ate Jaisel, good morning then, and she's greeting everybody. Now, so you have your accomplishment, even as simple as that. There are little things that we've probably been wanting to do for a while and never really got the chance to start it or finish something. Any step towards achieving that, we should consider that a win. We should consider uh, celebrating that, right? And I know for a lot of people, they might say, no, I'm just in step 1 or 2 of a 10-step process. If you started it, you're halfway there, or you haven't even started yet, maybe that's one way to be motivated, right? Give yourself a little treat right away. Diba, Ate Jaisel? Malay mo, why not, no? Whatever it is, Ate Jaisel, that you've accomplished, right? Have you gone to the palengke yet? Not yet. Oh no, it's evening evening there already, right? Let Ate Jaisel rest for a while. Well, consider doing something to commemorate that moment, because that will make it even more meaningful, and it will have a bigger impact along the way. Now, do you have any milestone though for this year? So it's 2026. Can you believe it? On social media right now, there's this trend. I don't know if you've seen it, like the 10-year trend, the 2016 2026 um, trend, right? So people are posting what they posted in 2016, or what they look like, their photos from 2016, and then they make like a side by side update to 10 years later, which is this year, right? Do you have, for this year, are you celebrating or looking forward to something big? Maybe graduation, or probably retirement, or probably a travel, right? That you've been wanting to do, or maybe academics, right? Do you have any milestone that you're celebrating or looking forward to this year? And if so, how would you like or plan to commemorate that? Right. This is personal. This is just for me. But if you want to know, I'll tell you what. So I'm actually celebrating my 10th year in CEBSI, as especially on INC Radio as a staff member. I started as production assistant in 2016 officially. So this year, next month, is my 10th year. Woohoo! So that's a big milestone for me. But I've been with INC Radio. I've started joining INC Radio in 2014. Just a little backstory, right? So December 2013, the family of Kamalu, Auntie Malu Francisco, they traveled here and they stayed with us. No? And that was, looking back, I will always remember that moment where I was not just introduced to INC Radio, but that's how INC Radio took me in as well. Well, December 2013, I wasn't really quite sure yet. It's like, we'll see. What is this hangout? What do you do, right? Even back then, with the technology, it was still very raw, it's at the initial stages. We're still trying out this format that we're using right now. And then January of that year, she just finally said, come just join, I'm joining, and just stay with me, sit next to me, and we're gonna introduce you to the program, to the hangout. So the program was In Connections Morning Edition. So during the time, si the ministers, ka Jay Valdez, ka Cheng Daloa, kaya Mac Ad Medina, they're the hosts. And I had just had so much fun. So January 2014 was when I first sat and joined the hangout with Auntie Malu. But the months after that, I was still a little hesitant. I would be getting invites from them once in a while, but I was still unsure, nervous at times, and I was busy with something else. And then I met Kamanli. He added me on social media. And then from then on, at the launch of the International Evangelical Mission on Air and Online on October 2014. Okay, so where were you during that time, right? After that, there was the In Connections USA. They would always mention me or say hello to Hawaii and give a side shout out to Ate Des, like, yeah, come join us, etc. Like towards the end of December 2014, I kind of like, started commenting, sending my feedback on that chat. And from then on, so December 2014, January 2015, I've been actively joining the Hangouts, specifically the In Connections program. So there's In Connections in morning edition, In Connections evening edition with Jeff Rivera. So Ate Jaisel, I don't know if you still remember that time, right? So I don't know which editions you're joining, but that was the moment for me. And then the very first satellite studios were approved to launch in May of 2015, and I have been blessed to be the producer, the we call them the panganay, the pioneering producer for INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. So 2016, it's a big year. 2016, 2026, it's a milestone year for me as a CEBSI staff. So this is going to be my 10th year. So thank you, Lord. Now, how do I plan to commemorate that? I have been blessed. I will tell you, I have been blessed. Um, to be here with you now. First of all, thank you to the many people who made this very possible. Um, I have to say, the very first person um, who got me here was Kamanli. Oh, woohoo. Thank you, Kamanli. Thank you very much. Yes. He's relentless, for everyone who knows Kamanli, that's how he recruits, right? That's how he charms you. You might not notice it, but you have been spotted, right? And he was very convincing, although at first, I wasn't sure what to do, but God um, made me meet people who helped me, trained me, and of course, with the trust and the love of the church administration, we were given this opportunity. So thank you to them. Carnel Solano, I call him my favorite uncle, and even at the start, he's been very patient in training us, in giving us all the um, the exposure that we need, right? Being open-minded and hearing us out, allowing us the same opportunity to express ourselves, think of ways that we can contribute more. And everyone else on INC Radio, all the ministers there, Ka Edwin Asibuke, hello po, right? Everyone there, they're all very welcoming. And if you get the chance to go visit the Philippines, I hope you get the chance or make it one of your stops, no, to visit our studio, the IANS Radio studio, and see how the entire production is done on the Philippine side, right? Now we're virtual radio. A long time ago, it's just like the terrestrial, the usual box radio that you can hear the programs from. But now we're virtual radio, right? And you'll see, if you wanna take a peek on how they produce and execute the programs, the studio is open. Just let us know, let them know that you're visiting, and maybe you get the chance to sit in one of the studios there in the anchor's booth and get the feel for yourself, right? Si Kuya Mario, even very early, I saw him at the studio in the Philippines, right? O di ba, aga-aga ni Kuya Mario nandun na siya. And I'm telling you, when you see the studio being there, if you're not yet convinced that this is real, that this is a blessing, the more that you will feel the immense blessing that is being a part of INC Radio. And I'm telling you from experience. So thank you, Lord. I'm on my 10th year. And how do I plan to commemorate that? Maybe I'll tell you later on after the fact. But yeah, I wanted something grand. Ate, Kuya Rod, Ate Jaisel, Ate Care, paano kaya? Ate Zenny, what's the best way for me? Like, buy a purse? Layo naman. Like, huh, I got a lot of purse already, and I usually buy something for myself, something big like that for other reasons. So maybe something different this time. Yes, so Kuya Rod actually has a acronym. Our acronym master never fails to amaze us with his acronyms. And he has this acronym for cheers to a great start. Wow. Whew, this is long, right? But that's how smart he is. He goes, certainly happy, extremely ecstatic, remembering starting the one awesome goal, realizing ending a target starts the ascension righteously and true. Kuya Rod, teka muna. Like, can we give him a big round of applause, Kuya Pong? Teka, yan. Not just that. Can we do this if it's going to show? Are you showing? No. Oh, there you are. Yay. Okay, let's do this. All right. That's all for you, Kuya Rod. I mean, just thinking of the words is hard enough, but making an acronym for the entire title, it's an accomplishment in itself. So for that, we say goal, right? Goal. Okay, thank you. And thank you, Ate Zenny. Talaga po, I really consider this a big blessing. To be part of CEBSI, and it's like looking back. I could have been working for some other company, right? Or I could be doing something different outside, and being here. I don't want to be too emotional about this, but I always tell this to my family that this blessing extends to them. I may be the only one who's actually a SEMC staff, but the blessings are also they're part of it. They're part of it, and we should consider that God's mercy to all of us. Indeed, Ate Seni, talaga a big accomplishment. This is a milestone for me. And yes, thank you, Ka Carmen. Thank you po. 10th year. Oh, no, wow. And I was looking at my 10-year progression, or just looking back at 2016. I don't know if you can still look it up on social media, on my wall, on the photos. You'll see the big difference. My hair didn't look like this. Well, I think my eyesight was a little better, but that's just age. The important thing is that in the 10 years, there's I've improved so much. There's just so many blessings that I'm truly grateful for. It's my heart is bursting with pride and joy. Yes, salamat po, Ka Carmen. She said she loves listening to all my stories. Thank you po. And I hope, let me know po if you have any special or any story that you'd like to share. Just let me know. You can post it here or send me a message and we'll share that. Oh, Kuya Rod, no, it is indeed a blessing. And every time, because the INCRadio specifically has its birthday on February 10th, right? So INCRadio was born in February 10, 1969. So this is the 57th year. So we're like the same age. I'm like the same age as INC Radio, and being part of something big like that, it's truly a blessing. Um, Ate Jaisel has a little revelation here. So she said she remembers the In Connections, the program that I was mentioning earlier. There used to be 3 In Connections. And she said, pag mag-join po, laging may kaba, kutob-kutob ang heart-heart. Pero dahil sa kakulitan po ni Kuya Mac, naging tahimik po. Naging tahimik. So ate, baligtad, Ate Jaisel said, yes, back then, there's In Connections in the morning, right? And then In Connections in the afternoon, and then the evening time. Now, most of us who joins that program back then, were they were from Asia and Europe. And then me from Hawaii, and they would always say, "Oh, from the U.S. and from Hawaii." And then I would tell them, "Oh, wait, Hawaii is part of the USA, right?" So okay, they now made that connection. But yes, I remember that at the JSL. Ate Care said, go to the main studio. Great crew. INC Radio, yes. Meet all the techs. Super nice, brethren. True. That's very true po. It's you if there is one group of people that you'll never um feel alone with. You know how it is sometimes, when you don't really know them, and then you meet them for the first time, there's still this feeling of uncertainty, but not for INC radio personnel. There's always this connection, the welcome atmosphere, and you just, I wish for everybody to get that experience. So when you get the chance, opo, go. Right. Um, Ate Care, talaga, yes, I will do this. Shopping and good food. Yes, I will do that. As a matter of fact, I will. Not good. Don't cheer like that so much. I am easy to be influenced, and I will go shopping later. All right. Ate Sko said, goal, cheers. Yes, our acronym. Get opportunities as love shines. Christian hearts eagerly embrace righteous songs. Woohoo! Another round of applause. This time for Ate Sko. Ate Cake. Wow. Sarap cake talaga. Kuya Rod said, he remembers Inco with Kuya Mandy. Yes, the In Connections USA, right? And that's couple of years back. It comes right after the program Faith and Melody. Yes, it was fun, and we met so many uh, brethren there that has become our close friends as well. Oh, si Ate Jocelyn from Delta, British Columbia. Good morning, Ate Jocelyn. Yes. Oh, yeah. Remember our meet and greet? Right? Hello, Ate Jocelyn. And yes, they're all humble. Right? Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene, humble yang mga yan. All right, we'll just take a quick station break and we'll play two songs. And once we return, we'll introduce one of our Ohana who joins us today. So let's play these two songs. And of course, after that, our quick station break. The songs are The Hope and Forever Young. So if you have any more song requests, let us know. We'll be right back.
Hoping someday soon you'll come to worship our Almighty God. Hoping someday soon we will see you in the true worship of the God. Hoping today you'll come to see the clear truth in all God's words. So on this special day we'll be together on Jesus Christ's return. Now is the time to realize that our loving God is the one who is calling you. Cast away the lies and let God be your guide. May He open your eyes so you can see the truth inside the true church of Christ. Inside the true church that was prophesied. Hoping someday soon you'll come to worship our Almighty God. Hoping someday soon we will see you in the true worship of a God. Hoping today you'll come to see the clear truth in all God's words. So on a special day we'll be together on Jesus Christ's return. Now is the time to realize that our loving God is the one who is calling you. Cast away the true church that was prophesied.
I remember the day we met. 'Twas a spring day, how can I forget? 'Twas a day that God smiled down at me and led me straight to you. I recall those early summer days, our hearts afire, our love ablaze. Such a blessing that our Father gave, a love time can't undo. As the summer days gave way to fall, our love remained, our faith stood tall. Hand in hand forevermore, to our vows we'll stay true. As the days get colder, and as we both grow older, our hearts remain forever young. Our God has blessed us daily. He truly loves us clearly. He made our hearts forever young. Now I don't know what the winter brings, aside from cold and bitter winds. What I know is that we'll always pray that God guide me and you. As the days get colder, and as we both grow older, our hearts remain forever young. Our God has blessed us daily. He truly loves us clearly. He made our hearts forever young. As the days get colder, and as we both grow older, our hearts remain forever young. Our God has blessed us dearly. He truly loves us clearly. He made our hearts forever young.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hi! Ako ang inyong Ate Paula. Samahan niyo kami ngayong Biyernes sa Like and Share. From idea to negosyo, halina't matuto kung paano ito sisimulan at palaguin. Sabay-sabay tayong matakam sa kakaibang dish na lumpianida. At puntahan natin ang iba't ibang magagandang pasyalan sa Pangasinan. At sa episode na to ating mapapanood ang mga vlog mula sa distrito ng Rosales, Pangasinan. Kaya naman samahan nyo kami ngayong Biyernes sa Like and Share, January 23, 2026, 5 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Dito lamang yan, Science Radio.
Yes, welcome back to Faith and Melody. This is Dessa Senas from Hawaii, and we're still talking about the wins that we have reached at this point in our lives, right? Our topic is goal. Cheers to a great start. And at this point of our discussion, I'd like to bring in let's all welcome to the program Dave Wilson from Wahiwa. Dave, are you ready? There you go. I see you. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm very good. And so nice to have you back on the program. I just want to ask, no? So Dave is from my locale. He's the Buklod president, a deacon, and a scan officer, among other things that he's busy doing in his life. Do you have any like a celebratory cheer or yell or dance? When if you're watching a game maybe, and then your team scores or anything, like any special thing that you do when when you're happy that you accomplished something.
Of course. I put out this very highly screeching sound, and some people say it sounds like you're in the jungle, but I try to hold it back. But one of my big sports guys that I follow, they don't do so good, so I kind of cry more than scream. But anyway, yeah, it's you have to celebrate victories. So I try to do it internally so I don't bother other people, but it comes out. We're human, so it's a loud scream. I don't want to repeat that. So yeah, that's how it is.
I'll just imagine like a big white guy screaming like that jungle man,
Yeah.
But you're wow. Who? But maybe when I see you again, you gotta have to let me hear that cheer that you do. Right now, thanks for joining. So at this part of our discussion here, I just want to ask, right? We're celebrating even just the small wins that we have in our lives, right? So do you have a small win or something that you'd consider like a small win, but it has made a significant or dramatic impact or influence in your life?
Of course, every day is a win for me. Um, as we get older in life, every morning we wake up, we thank God for our breath and our life. And yeah, we stand up, we cheer. That's a win. To me, that's a big win. Every time I get to go worship our Lord, that's another win. And you say small wins; those are big wins. I mean, huge. Small wins are I get to walk. I still can walk around. I still can enjoy the beautiful weather here. Of course, it's kind of chilly this morning, but yeah, I was watching what's her name in Canada yesterday, and it was -7 Celsius, which I think
Mhm.
is 19 degrees. So I appreciate the 62 this morning. So that's a win. Uh, all my meetings with my family, just getting up in the morning, eating breakfast with the wife. That's a
Mhm.
win. So
Mhm.
I have multiple wins, but my biggest win is my faith. That's my biggest win.
Yes. And I truly appreciate that, because I was in my case just one small win that I would always look back to, like when I was younger. It's probably a small win, but it did make a big impact in my life, was my handwriting. Because you see, when I was in grade school, I think my teacher thought that my handwriting was so bad that she kept me around after school just so we'll have some writing sessions. Because she told me that my handwriting is just like me. We're both lazy. Yeah, because when you're writing on what do you call that, the composition book, right? It has lines,
Mm,
and the reason why there are lines is you have to make sure that your handwriting is by that line, right? It should be in there, but because you know how some lines are farther apart, and there's the, I think they call it I forgot, but the collegiate is the one that's a smaller
right.
space, right? So for beginning writing, from the first to second grade, I think they have bigger spaces. Now, as you get better, then it becomes small. The space becomes small. But in my case, even with the big space there, and there's this clear, distinct line, and what you remember back then, there's like three lines, two blue, and then there's the red in the middle that's like dotted lines, right? Mine wouldn't hit any of the lines. It would be either on top or the bottom, and then just in between it would go up and down and never rest on the line. So and she would always comment, because we used to write in cursive. The students right now, I don't think they do that anymore. That's probably like an alien technology to them, right? But back then we did cursive, right? So and the letters are supposed to be written distinctly, because we have posters all over the classroom, and there are strokes, right? They teach you the strokes, and this is how you're supposed to do it. So my F, right, would be different. My S would be different. My T, the capital letters, will all be different. And then my words, sometimes, like if it's like an RY at the end, the R and Ys will be like merged. So it's, you can barely read it, but you know the word. But just looking at my handwriting, you're not going to be reading it right. So she was telling me that just like me, my handwriting is lazy, right? Because it's not, it's just resting somewhere, not on the line. But then, you know what? I saw, then later on, I realized that she was preparing me for something else. And because I was being trained for journalism competition, for essay writing
Mm,
competition, for writing competitions, and all of them were, how you have to write a longhand, cursive, right? So if my handwriting was lazy and not readable, I wouldn't have won. And not only that, when I took the bar examinations in the Philippines, okay, yes, I know that was the old style, but I was that that generation where we had to write it by hand. All our examinations were handwritten, right? So right now I think they're using computers. But just imagine, so we were taking the examinations for 4 Sundays, 8 hours per day, right? And we will be writing in our own handwriting. And always we were told, you need to learn how to write properly, make sure your handwriting is legible, because even if you have the best answers, if the graders cannot read your handwriting, you're not going to pass the bar examinations. So for me, that little thing, that was a small win when I was like what, 8 or 9 years old. I was like fighting my teacher so bad, like, I don't want to go do that. I want to go home. Why are you doing this to me? I felt like it was torture for me back then. But then, as I grew older, I realized, and it has helped me. It helped me pass my exams, right? So that was something that happened way back when I was younger, and it made a very very big influence in my life. Now you mentioned earlier, no, that wins can be different, but uh we your definition of a win may be small, maybe big, or you might not even consider that a win at all. And people will have different interpretations of win or wins, right? However, why do you think acknowledging them is important?
You need to, of course, acknowledge a win because it keeps you positive in your thinking, so you can move forward. If you don't consider it a win or a positive thought, you get stale. You just sit still and you say, okay, what am I going to do next? It's funny that you talk about your writing because I get teased about that every time I write. My kids, even my wife teases me because I write in, I guess it's not cursor, it's just print, and
Mhm.
I go capital small, and it's all mixed up. I can understand what I'm writing, but a lot of people they say, "Wow, what is that?" So anyway, just hitting on your writing a little bit. I never had that teacher that followed me. They always said, "Yeah, just do what you do." But anyway, wins. Yeah, you have to acknowledge them. Sometimes some people they consider this is a win, but actually it's not a win. So you gotta take them as they come. Some is big, some small. Like back, I think it's 18 years now that I retired from the federal, and that was a huge win. But they say, all my years working, I said, man, I can't wait till I retire, do what I want, do what I want. But when your retirement comes, what happens? You getting older. So now life gets shorter. So now you have to really take the wins, right? Wins are huge because you don't know about tomorrow. Like they say, yesterday's gone, today is here, tomorrow you don't know if you'll be here. So you take the wins. Sometimes even the loss, you consider it a win because you're still breathing, you're still going on. Let's do it. That's life. Uh, but what was it? 7 years ago, I found the faith, and every day is a win. So uh, I don't want to hit on that too much because I get kind of emotional when I talk
Ye-
about that.
it's
So
okay. That's how
yeah,
that's how
it's
that's how we are every time we talk about our faith and the blessings, right? And it's
yes.
okay. Be emotional.
Yes, that's the huge win. So yeah, um,
Yeah.
man, we can talk about that all day long. So
Yes. I
yes,
think for you have how many grandchildren? So you have experience in raising a family, right? Um Celebrating small wins or acknowledging little wins is very important for the young ones. Remember, like every time a child does something, after we encourage them to do something, we cheer, right? Good job, right? And that is a small win, and that's how we celebrate it. Sometimes they would just be putting on their socks, their shoes, or their slippers on the right foot, right? And that's a big win, right? Maybe small, maybe big, but it's something that we take note, and we celebrate that because that gives them a boost of confidence that they're doing the right thing. Now, sometimes we can't expect that from people, though. It's like we do something small, we do something big, and there's no one there to cheer for us but ourselves. Or sometimes it's just like, even if some people are there, they just say, huh, you're just overreacting, you're so dramatic. It's just, that's nothing, right? You know what you say sometimes? It's like, oh, you're sometimes like kids would say that to, like, oh, you're just too much, right? But for me, it's something that it's a moment to remember. So I'll probably just sit on that moment for a while, marinate on that moment, and just soak it all in, no? Enjoy the feeling, because that gives me the inspiration to do better. So even if it's just like a sinigang or adobo that hits the right spot, because sometimes when you cook, even if you're like the best cook, you don't hit that same, if especially if you're not following a strict proportions. You go by taste, you go by sight, because I'm like that. No, I don't do like 2 teaspoons here, 3 teaspoons there. I go by sight, I go by feel, I go by taste, right? So when you hit that perfect spot and everybody says, oh, that was awesome, that was delicious, don't you just want to stay there for a moment and soak it all in and say, that was really good. That was a good spaghetti. It was just spaghetti, but when we do that, it makes us feel like, oh, wow, that was indeed a great improvement. So that's something that I'm going to, run away with, because my family, I made my family happy. So just sitting there for a moment, lingering, and probably retracing your steps, so where you did it right, where which parts need improvement, right? So you make that mental note, maybe you even write it down, so that the next time around you know that you're going to come up with something maybe similar or even better. So and maybe some people, they're not realizing that they're actually celebrating a win, right? It's just say, yeah, okay, let's go get, I'll treat you to dinner, right? Something like that. Or let me do the dishes for now, because everybody's happy and everybody's doing their jobs, right? So let me do this. So that's also like an acknowledgement or a way of celebrating a small win, right? So and it helps that we know that people are being acknowledged for what they've done or what they have accomplished. So, right, even inside the house, even with the Christina, probably you say, Han, that was good adobo. Or even though if she's like the best cook, right? But, sometimes things like that, that's a win. And just acknowledgement or expressing our gratitude to them, that's more than enough for them to feel that, hey, I got my award. Goal! Goal! That was a score. And that just makes you feel good, right? So even for the kids, I'm sure that's how they would feel, right? Just tell
Oh
them,
yeah.
goal! Yes.
Yeah, you message again. You hit on one of my things. Just last night we had spaghetti, and you talked
Oh,
about spaghetti. And
did you cook it
yes,
or
the wife is a great cook. And yes,
Mhm.
you need to acknowledge people, especially when they do something great or that. Some people are more than others. I mean, some people they really need that acknowledgement. Some people they're too humble; they don't want to be acknowledged. But a lot of people, you need to give uh, positive acknowledgments. You know, some people say, "Oh, my wife cooks," even if it doesn't taste real good. I'm going to tell her, "Oh, this is great." But for me, I think being positive and straight up is better than being negative, because sometimes, if you say, "Oh, this is great," and it really wasn't, and then later on you stumble and the thing come back and bite you. So it's better to be
Mhm.
straight up, especially when they say, "Oh, how does this dress look on me?" Hey, it's great, hon, even though in your mind you say, nah, that doesn't really match you. So,
Yeah.
sometimes better be straight up, because what if you say, oh, that's great, whatever it is, and then they go out and the next person says, that don't look so good on you. So that comes back and it bites you. So be
True.
straight, be positive, take the win. One of the greatest wins for me right now is being on this show. Uh,
Oh,
I really appreciate. Sometimes I get hard time make it here, but
I
when I do make it, like today, I really appreciate your invite. I really appreciate be here. I hopefully that somebody out there will be inspired by our conversation, and even if it's one person, that is a win. I
Mhm.
consider that a big win. So yeah, it's a very joyful and a wonderful thing to be here with you.
Oh, that's a big win. You being on the program, I'm telling you. and and I was thinking, because you know what, when looking back at my life in my family, right? Sometimes for me it's already a big win when the family members would put their dirty laundry inside the hamper. Like, they sometimes, they change their clothes and just toss it, and it's not even like it goes inside the hamper. It lands on the side or on top or wherever, and they're done. It's there. And then the next time you see that dirty laundry is actually inside the hamper with the lid on, it's like, yay, that's a
Woohoo!
win. I know, right? Or you have like certain styles of doing things, like in the bathroom, in the kitchen, or even by the foyer, by the front of the house, and you tell everyone, oh, you make sure you put your shoes here, and they never, like, it's always chaotic, and then one time you come in and you see everything in place. That's like, wow, that's a big win. And it does. And now I'm thinking about it, like, maybe my wins are not that big as yours, but it is a win, brother Dave. So it truly, you being here, it's a great win. Now we'll just play two songs, and again, if you have any special song request, let us know. Let's just welcome si Manong Del. Manong Del, hello. Chihu from Wailuku, our district. And he is in Maui. So it's a different island from where we are at now, me and Dave. So si Manong Del is in Maui. We'll play two songs and we'll be right back. Okay. So the first song is Masaya. Do you know what Masaya is? No? You don't know what masaya is? Masaya is happy. Yan. O see? Now you're learning something. Masaya, right? Happy. All right. And the second song is Until Our Days Are Through. And after the two songs, we'll be right back. But before that, let's ask everyone, and Dave as well. We're talking about small wins, right? How do you want to utilize those small wins? Right. So after these two songs, let me know your responses to that question. We'll be right back.
Binabalot ng katahimikan ng paligid habang sa langit ang paningin ko'y nakatitig. Nakaraan ko ang naiisip nang tawagin ng Diyos at inibig. Malayo na pala ang aking nilakbay, napagod sa paglakad ngunit di bumigay ang sarili ko habang tinatahak ang daan tungo sa aking pangarap. Dahil kahit may mga hadlang sa aking daraanan, ang Ama ang aking pananaligan, na ako'y kanyang maalalayan. Hindi ako nabigo, ngayon ako'y narito. Dala ang sarili at di ko hahayaang matisod kailanman kahit maging malubak ang daanan. Sa hinaharap nakatingin sa mga biyayang darating, batid ko na di magtatagal ang paglalakbay sa mundong madilim, ako'y mananalig sa palaging mga hawak sa kanya. Sisikapin na rin maging masaya. Sa hinaharap nakatingin sa mga biyayang darating, batid ko na di magtatagal ang paglalakbay sa mundong madilim. Ako'y mananalig sa Ama, palaging manghawak sa Kanya. Bawat yugto ng lakbayin ng buhay kong Aba, sisikapin pa rin sa hinaharap nakatingin sa mga biyayang darating, batid ko na di magtatagal ang paglalakbay sa mundong madilim. Ako'y mananalig sa Ama, palaging manghawak sa Kanya. Bawat yugto ng lakbayin ng buhay kong Aba, sisikapin pa rin maging masaya.
Walking with you
to Faith and Melody. Des Asenas here, and we have Dave Wilson also from Wahiwa, Hawaii. And earlier, I was bragging about a small win that I had when I was younger. It's all about my handwriting and how, that one small win when I was younger helped me accomplish things in my life, finish school, passing the bar examinations, right? And now I'm looking at, okay, you ready for this? This is my handwriting. I don't know if you can see it. All right, don't focus too much. No, 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 no. But anyway, so I'm looking at, is this the kind of handwriting that I am proud to announce to the whole world? But it will depend on the situation, because this one, at least this one, I can read mine, right? And I remember that there is one coworker who was asking me, Ate, I saw you writing notes. Can you share your notes? Can I take a screenshot and I just share it with you? I said, no, let me transcribe it for you and then I'll send you the notes later on. I don't think you're gonna read mine. So anyway, that's a small win for me, right? That has helped me dramatically and in a very, very big way in my life. Now, how do you for you, Dave? How the small wins, big or small? How do you want to utilize your wins?
Uh, a lot of them, going back, like you say, the younger days. I had a great childhood. I consider now that I'm older, I guess I was kind of a spoiled child.
Wow.
So I grew up very, what do you call, rascal or against the I guess you call the normal things, always giving my parents a hard time and stuff. So I got to the point where um, I was in 10th grade, going to 11th grade, and me and three of my friends quit school. Back in the day, we quit school. Oh, we're going to go work, make money. So we did that for about 3 months and said, this is not so good. We got to go back to school. So we went back to school, and then about a year and a half later, I quit school again and I joined the military. And that was one of those things back in those days, join the military and do whatever. And being that I went through that and I grew up pretty fast, I learned all my mistakes and stuff. That really helped me. And, even though I consider a lot of this stuff a win, I go back through my life and I see stuff that happened. It always seemed that I was in the right place at the right time. I got promoted pretty fast in the military. I went through an academy in the military, and I found out at my last week before graduation that I wasn't a high school graduate, so I couldn't graduate from that. But a officer took me on the side and said, if you go down and pass the GED test, we can get you through. So I went and I took the test and I passed it and I graduated and everything had worked out. That was one of my great wins. And then after I got out of the military, I applied for a bunch of jobs and I fell into the right spot and yada, yada, yada. And here I am today. I look back at all these successes and wins and being in the right place at the right time. In March of 2019, I fell in a better spot. I fell in the right place at the right time with the right person, and I got baptized. Oh, that was the biggest win of my life. Um, so, be it small, big, uh, that's where I am today. And I can only put that our Almighty Father blessed me, even though I wasn't in this faith at this time. It seemed like He was there with me the whole time. It always seemed uh, that I was guided in the right place at the right time. I can't say that enough. The right place at the right time, and it wasn't on my accord. I didn't do anything special to do that, but here I am. So, you can say you owe all this to this and that, but there's only one person or one spirit that I owe all these wins to. And, you talk about your writing, how it helped you. That was one of those, somebody sent that person, your teacher or whatever she was at the time, that helped you through. And look at you today. That, like you said, that really helps you. So I have so many people in my life to thank. But, it all comes down to why those people helped you. Somebody guided them to help you. So I've been tremendously blessed, and that to me is the win. When I retired, I said, "Wow, this is life. Now I can travel. I go see the world." But you can go and see all these great things in the world, but when it comes down to it, what is really here in your heart? Uh, you know, uh, Grab your family, hug them, tell them you love them, tell them how beautiful they are. You talk about grandkids. I have a granddaughter right now. Man, that's my love of my life. Home. I sorry, but yeah, I get quite emotional when I talk about this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's faith. One of the things that you talk about earlier about goals, my goal is to level up in my faith. I need to get higher. I need to get to a higher level. You never can be enough. So I grasp it. Yes. I better give it
And
back
thank
to you for now.
Yeah. And thank you for saying that even though you've already accomplished a lot, being at the right place at the right time, being in the right company, and the support of people who will open more doors and opportunities for you, you still strive to level up. And that's our goal that's my goal, and we would like the same for everyone, right? That not be stagnant or be complacent, because I remember that one of the questions, or one of the lessons that our executive minister, brother Eduardo V. Manalo, said before, especially for officers. He threw this question to everyone, like, look at yourself, and um, are you in the same position you were in 10 years ago? And where do you see yourself 10 years from now? So if there's no difference from 10 years before and 10 years in the future, and nothing's changed, then you have to do something. That means you never progress. And no, God doesn't want us to be in that place, right? So we've been given all these opportunities, all these blessings, all these skills for us to utilize. And we've mentioned this before about the parable of the talents, right? What we should do with the talents. Now, these small wins, as we said, no, people will have different interpretations or appreciation of the word win, or what it is in our lives. Now, what we do with them is our responsibility. So learn from them, thanking the people, like what in Dave's situation, thanking the people who gave him the opportunity. Same thing with me. Maybe at that time I was so mad at my teacher, because I should be playing with my friends, right? Everyone's at home, yet I'm still in school. I was being held back because I need to practice writing, right? So but looking back, I have to think that God utilized that person to lead me to where I am now. And also, like, exactly where I am at now, had I not given in to the invitation of Auntie Malu to sit with her during that time that she joined in connections on INCRadio, I wouldn't be here probably, right? Kamali would not have uh, bugged. No, he wouldn't have insisted for me to try, right? And to everyone on INC radio sending me invitation. I thank all of them. And how would I like to pay them back? By just like being here with you and sharing our stories and hopefully encouraging you all, right? Like what our Ohana is doing. They're saying, oh, we're just here on the chat. No, you're not. You are part of the program. Our Ohana chatting away, your feedback are very important to us. Your comments, because as we have the discussion here, you are on the other side probably, but you are very much part of this program. And we truly, truly appreciate you for that. Posting a comment there, replying to our questions, sharing your stories, that's a big win. And that is how we can utilize it, right? That small win, being able to reach out to more people, this as learning moments for all of us. The sharing alone, maybe it's something that we needed to hear, just so there's something in our hearts, in our minds that will be nudged a little, so for us to realize that there are so many things in our lives that may be small, but they are a win in itself. Now, these small wins, Brother Dave, they are not insignificant, right? Because even if we don't acknowledge them, they form part of the big picture, of the big, of who we are now. And let's face it, sometimes we are prevented by people's opinions and criticisms in celebrating or acknowledging them, because they would say, that's it? I mean, you're happy you did that? No, don't be discouraged by that. Highlighting them, making note of them, thanking God, and being inspired by these can help us be motivated to push through. Don't wait for people's acknowledgments of our little wins. Acknowledge them ourselves. So, Brother Dave, wrapping up this discussion, anything else that you'd like to say to that? And just to conclude our discussion.
Yeah, one thing, this program today generated a lot of thoughts going back. A lot of times as you get older, you go through life, you forget about things. And this generated me to think back in my childhood days, what I did good, what I did wrong. Uh, you can always say time, uh, what they say, hindsight is 2020. So you look back, but this program really generated me to think about stuff that has happened. Like you said, some people might say, "Wow, you take acknowledgement for that? That was all you did." But later in life, you think back, and that was a big step. You really got over something, and now you address, and you're here now because of that. Like your situation with your writing. Boy, I wish I had a teacher that helped me write. But my writing is, the biggest things like communications, writing. The main thing is, like communication, is the person you're talking to or doing with understands what you're trying to say. It doesn't matter how you say it or how you write it. The main thing, they understand and you get through it. I had a coworker that used to write those post-it notes all over his desk. And then I go back and I said, "Hey, uh, yesterday you wrote this. What is it?" And he never could understand what he wrote. That's how bad his writing was. But it all works out. And like you
Mhm.
said, you put your faith in our Almighty Father, and He'll guide you. He'll help you. So if anybody's out there that's doubting what they're doing or thinking what they should do, shouldn't do, be positive. Take the win. Jump forward. Go. Uh, Tell your loved ones you love them. Don't think about yesterday. Go forward. Step forward. Level up. Do your best. That's all you can do. We're humans. We'll make mistakes. Take the mistake. Learn from it. Take it a win after you learn, and continue. Uh, and thank you so much, Des, for letting me vent here and let out some of my emotions. Thank you so much.
And we truly appreciate you, Dave. You just don't know how much you've inspired us as well. Not just you being here, but the stories, especially, you're allowing yourselves to be vulnerable, and we're witnessing that. The more that we feel that, you're our Ohana. So thank you for the inspiration. All right, Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene, let's now reveal our top comments.
Top comments.
Three-way tie for for our Ohana, who gave excellent acronyms for our topic today. First, Kuya Rod Kahayag. Cheers to a great start. Certainly happy, extremely ecstatic, remembering starting the one awesome goal, realizing ending a target starts the ascension righteously and true. All right, next, Ate Melvi Tamayo. Woohoo! Cheers to a great start. Cherish hope, earnestly embracing resolutions, setting timely, ongoing achievements, gratefully remembering every actions towards salvation, thanking Almighty, reassured triumphantly. Wow, I don't even know how you come up with all this, right? And of course, Ate Cake Santiago, Ate Sco said, goal, cheers, get opportunities as love shines. Christian hearts eagerly embrace righteous songs. And those are our top comments for today.
Top comments.
And now let's listen to the verse of the week.
We often see different trends or practices become popular with so many people, such as manifesting, putting their trust in astrology, or even subscribing to different lifestyles that look so different from how God wants us to live. And many times, it's our friends that are so quick to join in on what's popular, and they may even try to convince us to do the same. But what is it that we should be aware of when it comes to following the newest trend or what's popular? I'm Brother Roel, and let's listen to the advice of the Bible here in our verse of the week. But don't be deceived by what the world promotes. The reality is that unhealthy friends and associates corrupt good character. Be sensible. Do what's right and healthy because it is right and healthy. One thing that we have to understand is that just because something is popular and is being done by so many people, including our friends, does not mean that we should automatically do it as well. Because the Bible says that what the world promotes may deceive us. Unhealthy friends lead to an unhealthy lifestyle, and that's not what we want. And so, what we should always remember is what God has written in the Bible. If what's popular or trending doesn't align with God's words, then it shouldn't align with our lifestyle either. As the Bible says, do what's right and healthy because it is right and healthy. We hope that you were able to find wisdom and inspiration in our verse of the week. And we encourage you to share it with a friend who could use this reminder as well. Stay safe, stay strong, stay faithful. God bless.
Don't follow trends, follow God's commands. And that's our program for today. Thank you, Dave. Anyone you'd like to greet or other shout outs?
Just to greet everybody out there that's watching, please tune in every day, every morning, 6 o'clock. And have a nice, beautiful, blessed day. From Hawaii, aloha.
And mahalo, Dave Wilson from Hawaii. And I'm Des Asenas also from Hawaii. Thank you for tuning in. And next week, tune in, especially on Monday. We have our very special Ohana brother Philip Velasquez, a minister of the gospel from the United Kingdom, who will be joining the program on Monday. And of course, tune in for the rest of the week. There's a lot more that you're going to hear. And of course, beautiful Iglesia ni Cristo original music to listen to. My name is Des Asenas. This is Faith and Melody. And our closing song for today is Bad Days Are Gone. And of course, thank you ka Ariel Ramos, ka JV Kisho, ka Arnie Kisho. Thank you for tuning in po, ka Vicky Domopo, and to all our Ohana. Hope you enjoyed this program. Please don't forget to like, share, and when you post it on social media, yes, please do that. And also link this program so that many more can tune in and become part of the big Ohana that we have here. Take care, everybody. Aloha, mahalo, ahuiho.
Bad days are gone. Be ready for the abundance to come. Receive the reward for having courage to keep moving forward. Hey, oh, hey, yeah. Hey, oh, hey, yeah. Don't dwell upon all of the pains you had. Not every day you feel alone and sad. Better moments will arrive. This is the time to be revived. You're coming back from all the grieving. You look back one day and laugh. You withstood all the pain, and now it's your turn to harvest your grain. Hey, oh, hey, yeah. Hey, oh, hey, yeah. Don't dwell upon all the things you had. Not every day you feel alone and sad. Better moments will arrive. This is the time to be revived. No matter how many times you stumble, break, fall apart, or crumble, have faith and believe that you can conquer them all. Let me sing, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, hey. Oh, sing with me, hey, oh, hey, yeah. Oh, let me sing, hey, oh, hey, yeah. Don't dwell upon all the things you had. Not every day you feel alone and sad. Better moments will arrive. This is the time to be revived. Bad days are gone. Bad days are gone. Don't dwell upon all the things you had. Not every day you feel alone and sad. a time to be